how would you describe what Series 7.8 is and how it's important to the market?
7.8 was developed as a follow-through from Series 7.5. And Series 7.5 had a shortcoming in that it lacked flexibility to maneuver the monitors in and out, backwards and forwards. So Series 7.8 has the bi-directional capability. The monitor rack has a bi-directional capability. And what's significant about that is on the Profile A console base module, which complies with US ADA legislation and ANSI-BIFMA, etc. And what does it do? It goes down low enough that it allows the work deck to drop to 22 inches. The top surface of the work deck can drop down to 22 inches, and then it can adjust up to 48 inches. The travel is it's part of the ANSI-BIFMA equation, but the 22 inches is key for ADA. And because the console base module does that, that the monitor rack can go that low as well, and that you get the bi-directional movement now with the monitor rack. It allows you to drop the monitors relevant the work deck, which is say 28, 29 inches high. It allows you to move to drop the monitors and move them back so that a seated person can still see them fully, can see the entire screen, that the screen isn't dropping away and becoming like just not accessible to the user. So, and why was that? That was half of the equation. The other half of the equation is that once the monitors are down low enough, the user can see over top of the monitors and then begin to experience interaction with the full workspace, with coworkers, with supervisors, able to look at display walls, potentially look out windows. St. Lawrence Seaway looks out windows. I Am Gold looks at display walls. Traders look at each other and have hand gestures. And so that's almost sums it up. What was the features that were necessary in 7.8 and why it's significant, and what was the thrust of it. And the strength of 7.8 was that the patent lawyer had an easy time making the case for it, to put a strong application forward for the patents.
Right. Now, for anybody listening who is curious about the patent process.
Yes.
Run us through it.
You call
briefly.
Up the patent lawyer and he does everything. No. You have to be knowledgeable. Let's see, if we're talking about patent process relevant to furniture and relevant to console workstations. So you have to know enough about console workstations to know what is something that's valid.
Right.
And otherwise, you're just spinning your wheels. You're just going to go to a lawyer and you're going to ask him to start figuring it out. And that just isn't the way to do it. You've got to have it figured out in your own right. That is the big thing. You've got to have it actually written out to a fair degree, more or less, as I already described it, in terms of the bi-directional movements.
Right.
And that is the key feature. I mean, Series 7.5 was patented for the spatial arrangement between the monitor rack and the work deck. Yeah. But because it didn't have the bi-directional movements, it was, it's not as strong as the Series 7.8. Series 7.8 just goes into another league, and we're excited about it because it empowers the user to be able to make adjustments to his workstation, to the console workstation, not his, her.
I didn't jump on that.
No, because I'm all too aware of this. And they have to be able to, they don't have to, but they are empowered to be able to make adjustments to their console workstation so as to, in real time, so as to be in sync with the circumstances being experienced in the workspace, the demands of the business, the relationships on the floor, as things change during the day, as people get tired during the day and they have to stand up and stretch. And if you have to be in touch with certain people, if you have to see things, you have to be able to make all these adjustments. And while you're perhaps standing, you want to be able to lower your monitors so that you can converse with somebody who's still sitting.
Right.
And again, Series 7.8 does all of that. So
right.
That really good stuff.
Yeah.